The Giver is a morally charged and compelling narrative about a young boy named Jonas who lives in a world devoid of crime and misery. Children are allocated tasks at the age of 12, which they will train for and do for the remainder of their life is mainly pictured in the Giver book review. Everything, from your parents to your mate, has been picked. When Jonas is chosen to be the next memory keeper, he stands out from the rest of the community. Society has been maintained free of the terrible parts of life because, for as long as it has been, someone has held all of the bad and wonderful memories of the past within them. This is both good and terrible for the residents since, while they are safe, they are also not exposed to the lovely elements of life. I greatly loved this book because, while being marketed as a children's book rather than a young adult novel, the plot is complicated enough to capture the attention of older readers. I particularly liked Jonas as a character because his transformation from a timid youngster to someone willing to risk his future to help the town is fascinating to see. This novel depicts the journey of growing up. At first, we are afraid to take new responsibilities, but as we become used to it, we wish to go further away from childhood. Jonas' lack of faith in his parents is also significant in expressing the story's principles throughout the book. When Jonas is a typical youngster in the neighborhood, he trusts his parents totally, as one would expect. However, once the Giver shows Jonas the video of his father releasing a freshly born kid, a procedure in which the infant is killed and disposed of, Jonas loses faith and admiration for his father. This is the moment that drives Jonas to leave the society, even before the Giver intends for him to. This transformation in Jonas was enjoyable because he begins to defy the life that has been laid out for him. It represents the transition from a child's innocent mind to an adult's inquisitive and informed mind. Another factor that makes this novel intriguing to read is the uncertainty of the finale. The ending might suggest one of two things: either Jonas and Gabriel died together on the sled, or they truly discovered elsewhere. Finally, the finale demonstrates that, whatever occurs, Jonas has made his own decisions rather than being told what to do. Whatever happens to him, it will always be better than his life in the community. The community is a metaphor for limitation and censorship. It restricts an individual's choices until they have none left, taking joy from life. Jonas has already made an autonomous decision by leaving the community, demonstrating to the reader that it is best to live your life the way you want to rather than being held back by others and never truly happy. This, I believe, is a crucial lesson for today's children and young adults, as events such as bullying in schools limit people's ability to be themselves. Because of its basic yet compelling tale and fascinating characters, this novel was quickly read in a few hours. The Giver was so compelling because it is one of the few young adult books that allows you to choose the conclusion. The Giver's finale is strong because we have a say in what it signifies. Just as Jonas made a self-sacrificing choice for the welfare of the society, you must decide for yourself. Personally, I liked the book at first. It was fascinating to observe how society worked and all of its rules. It appeared to be a really joyful environment, and I had a good time there. However, as I progressed through the novel, it became increasingly gloomy. When I finished reading it, I was disappointed since it effectively claimed that mankind will never have a fully ideal society. I would not suggest it to someone hoping for a happy ending novel.